Well, it was a game going into it. I knew it would be a battle, and this is a team that's been on a long road trip. And anytime you play that last game, when you get to go home, right after is a dangerous game. And this is a team that's played very well. They had a shot to beat TCU at the buzzer. I think TCU was 14th in the country at the time, and then it was a 2-point game with about 40 to go against Oklahoma. So I knew this was going to be a tough game that had a lot of firepower, and that certainly showed in the first half. When they got hot, I thought our rotations were slow. Our bottom low man was late getting out of the paint to get hand pressure. Second half, we completely flipped it, and I give our guys a lot of credit for coming out and getting chewed up pretty good at halftime and really flipping the script. We were all over the place, and Reinhardt, who had it going in the first half, I think he had 17, didn't score in the second half, and I thought our guys did a good job adjusting. We had different combinations out there. When their big guy came out, we went small and switched everything, which I thought really helped as far as slowing that team down. But rebounding, you just look at the hustle plays, the 50-50 balls. First half they got them, second half we got them, and we were down 5 on the glass. At halftime, ended up 12. So really pleased with that second half effort. A lot we can take from that, but we got to start playing 40 minutes if we want to have a chance to win and win consistently.
That 12-point lead gets erased down 3 at halftime. You're down 8 early in the second half. What was kind of your sense with the way the players were handling that? Was there panic?
Panic. I didn't like our. I thought we were hanging our heads a little bit, and you can't do that. To their credit, they turned that around, and our energy on the bench was phenomenal in the second half. I give a lot of credit to his Wilhelm. We had a 10-point first half, and just the way the game was going, didn't get it back in there. But you saw his energy over there, and that's infectious. That goes throughout the whole team. And I thought our whole group over there had it. I give Emmanuel a lot of credit. I thought his ball pressure, 94 feet, also slowed them down. Got their offense started higher up the floor. Griesel obviously had a great second half as far as some different things. We found a nice formula with him on the post. And then Blaze was a benefactor of a lot of that. I thought he did a tremendous job spacing the floor, getting lost on the baseline and circling to the front of the rim, and really, secured the paint for us on that other end. I thought he was all over the place. 3 rebounds at half, ended up with 10, and finished around the basket much better in the second half.
I don't know if you'd point to just this one defensive possession, but that one, it was about a 7 or 8 point game when you got the shot clock violation on the force that. Did you think that game was smart?
Yeah, it was, and I thought that whole run, I think it was 31-6, if I'm not mistaken, that run that we had, and that was a great possession where we flew around, and forced them to throw it out of bounds, and then I think we scored on the ensuing possession. So, just the whole second half, the energy, it was completely different. So, again, we got off to a good start, and they got control of it. They hit everything. So, second half we did a much better job of having sustained effort throughout the possessions.
I know it might get lost in this one a little bit, but you go back to that start. How big was Juwan there for you guys?
Yeah, hit a couple in the right out of the gate, and then I think scored on a layup right after that. A nice going catch to the basket. So first 8 points of the game, and I thought second half he took a couple rushed ones. We've talked to him about getting that thing moving instead of taking contested threes. But when he's got an open one, we want Juwan shooting those. CJ obviously was really good all night long. Had a very efficient game, and Casey made some big plays for us in the second half when we needed it. Hit some shots, got to the free throw line, but I really thought overall, top to bottom, everybody that stepped on the floor had a positive impact on that win.
What's it like for you seeing, especially Sam, but also Jeff, get their first buckets at the end there?
Yeah, it's good to see those guys get on the board, and Jeff, it was awesome. His first shot, I think, missed the basket by about 12 feet last game, and Sam's first shot tonight missed the basket by a little wide left. So it's good to see those guys get in the books. So listen, those guys work as hard as anybody, and they help prepare. So it's good to see that pay off and get a basket.
How important was it? I mean, obviously to win the game is big, but to respond the way that they did in the second half after what happened at St. John's and then what lies ahead here in Orlando, I mean, to be able to finish in that sort of fashion, I mean, how critical is that just for the team's confidence?
Yeah, it was a huge stretch for us, Robin, to know what we're capable of. If we can combine and bottle up the first 20 minutes from St. John's and the last 18 minutes of this game, and combine that, play a full 40, we got a chance to be pretty good. So, just really proud of the guys for hanging in there. I think we got down 8 when they came out in the second half after hitting another shot. But once we got going, it just shows what we're capable of doing and going on that run. So again, that's a talented team that we played. I've been worried about this one for a long time, especially after opening night, what they did. But to come out and take care of business was very important going into the week ahead, where we play 3 games in 4 nights against 3 high-major teams.
With Blaze, go ahead, BC.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say with Blaze specifically, how much more comfortable have you seen him growing out there?
Yeah, he definitely is, and again, we switched a couple things offensively. We shrunk our package, and we got a little rattled, obviously, in that gym the other night. I mean, that gym seemed like it was about the size of this room, and everybody was right on top of you. So, we wanted to shrink our package and give our guys about 10 plays, and then based on where certain guys were, we would try to call the right action. So Blaze is getting more comfortable. Emmanuel, anytime a play's called, he relays it to him in French, and he understands that much better than he does English. So we're trying to get some hand signals to him. But yeah, I thought the way the Blaze spaced the floor tonight, that's exactly what we need out of him. He screened, he rolled, got to the basket, and then again lost himself underneath the backboard, and did a great job circling to the front of the rim and any time that Sam went baseline.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you guys.
Yes.